The fair tax is the biggest, most massive transfer of power from the government to the people in the history of this country since the Declaration of Independence.
Hey everybody, it's Neil Bortz. I'm in my studio here in Atlanta, Georgia. I want to tell you about the fair tax, okay? $22 million in research behind the fair tax. It is the most thoroughly researched piece of legislation ever placed before the Congress of the United States. And one more thing. Here's the bad thing about the fair tax from the political point of view. It would be the biggest, most massive transfer of power from the government to the people in the history of this country since the Revolutionary War. And that means the fair tax is going to have to be implemented from the ground up.
H.R. 25 is the fair tax bill. It was filed in Congress back in January 2009. How is that good for the country?
Number one, every single worker in the United States takes home 100% of their paycheck under the fair tax.
100%?
If you work for $20 an hour, for every hour you work, you take home $20. Our taxes are not hidden from us. They are not withheld out of our paychecks. You take home your whole paycheck. That's number one. Number two, the experts have said when you eliminate the capital gains tax, the marriage penalty, the alternative minimum tax, all personal income taxes, what happens? We become the most favorable tax environment in the world, and the predictions are that somewhere between $10 and $15 trillion with a T will come flowing into our economy from private investment that is now offshore. Now, $10 to $15 trillion dwarfs any kind of stimulus program that our government can initiate. And better, it's private money, Paul. We're not borrowing this money against the earnings of our children and our grandchildren.
Those two items alone are phenomenal.
It's compelling. Number three, the fair tax eliminates the corruption by Congress and special interest of our tax policy. Every single day, pieces of our tax code are being sold off for either power or profit. $1.5 billion is spent every single year just lobbying the tax code. Big banks? Oh, you betcha, Paul. And what it means is that we have to pay more in our taxes to make up for the revenue that's lost every time the Congress makes a little deal with some special interest or powerful player.
My two very good friends, John Linder, Congressman John Linder, and Neil Bortz, the radio commentator, have written a great book on the fair tax. In fact, they've written two now. I think it's a very important idea. I wish Congress would hold hearings on it. I think there's a lot to be said for getting rid of the income tax. It's a complicated process, but I commend you for what you're doing.
Hi, I'm Michael Reagan. You know, with this massive tax system we have today, I have to believe my father would be right out there in front leading the charge for a fair tax. As President of the United States, he changed our tax system, but he's no longer here, and taxes have become absolutely massive. We need a new American tax revolt. It would be led by my father, but he's not here, so I am. So please, follow me and many others as you call this number, and when you call, make sure you sign our petition and sign up to lead a charge.
Please act right now to help pass the fair tax. If you're sick and tired of the current tax system and want to keep more of every dollar you earn, call right now and enroll your name on this official certified petition to the Congress of the United States, demanding the passage of the fair tax. Over $22 million in research has gone into the fair tax bill. More than 80 prominent economists, including Nobel Prize-winning economist Dr. Vernon Smith, have endorsed the fair tax, saying it will create a boom in the U.S. economy. Tens of thousands of Americans like you and me already agree that the fair tax is the best thing we can do for our economy and our country, and are demanding the fair tax be passed now. So join them. Put your name on the fair tax petition now and help pass the fair tax bill in Congress. The next American tax revolt starts here. Call now to sign the petition. Call 1-800-FAIR-TAX. That's 1-800-324-7829. Call now.